Welcome to our group Joder. Our names are Jose Pablo, Mateo, and Meredith, and today we will talk about the importance of illegal animal trafficking and why we should all know about this topic.
To fully understand what exotic animal trade is, it is necessary to know what these dark sites consist of. The illegality of wild animals and plants includes the acquisition but also smuggling, poaching and previous killing of specimens to obtain objects for decorative, mystical or traditional medicine.
Animal trafficking is the sale of wild animals as well as products derived from both, such as hides and horns. The term refers to both permitted and illegal trade, but is commonly used to refer to illegal trade. In terms of biodiversity, this is a huge blow, as it complicates efforts to increase the most threatened populations, and that also involves torturing animals. As these are illegal trades, the animals are transported in a horrible way, in containers without minimum conditions and without food or water to keep them on the road.
We have seen the trade in exotic animals and the damage it does to certain species, but the trade has other equally serious consequences. Among the most trafficked species in Mexico are macaws, parrots, toucans, orchids, cacti, monkeys, birch trees, tarantulas, and reptiles. The animals that are victims of this crime are often subjected to minimum conditions.
For this reason, the final buyer plays the most important role and they are classified into three categories. The conscious buyer, who knows what he is buying. The ignorant, who has the opportunity to buy specimen, product or non-product. And the savior, who pays him to save an organism with the aim of giving it a better life. At the international level, there is CITES, Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. This agreement establishes a global network to control international trade in endangered wildlife species. These species, as the name indicates, include animals and plants, living and dead, and they are derivatives, that is, they also protect the skins, fangs, shells, seeds, tracks, etc. Anything that comes from species protected by the agreement. With all this, it seeks to conserve the endangered wildlife species, ensuring that any trade is sustainable, legal, and not illegal that threatens their existence. Today, many governments, agencies, and organizations are working together to end the illegal trade in wildlife, as well as other plants and vegetables.
Some of these agreements created for this purpose are the CITES Convention, cited above the Coalition Against Wildlife Trade established by the United States in 2005, the Wildlife Law Enforcement Network Association of Southeast Asian Nations in Thailand.
They all work closely with the law enforcement agencies through the International Consortium Against Wildlife Crime and with major conservation organizations such as the International Union for Conservation of Nature. At the grassroots level, we can also help control the illegal money trade by taking actions such as the following. For example, in Mexico, we approach CITES or other organization in charge of regulating the situation of illegal animal trafficking. Do not attend circuses or shows that use animals to entertain people to the detriment of your own physical and mental health. Do not dedicate yourself to the exploitation of animals, both native or exotic, that are found in circuses with animals. If you want to have fun, you can opt for circuses without animals. Of course, do not buy wild animals, as this will increase their demand and benefit the black market where they come from. In addition, these animals can transmit dangerous diseases. Do not buy clothing made from animal skin, because in most cases the methods used by vendors to remove the skin cause them unimaginable pain until the animal is dead, rather than skinning when they are dead to the quality problems of the final product. Neither dressing animals even if they are exotic species.
Aware of the problems related to wildlife in the country, including illegal trade, Mexico's legal framework has been extended to environmental issues with regulations, norms, agreements, etc. International agreements, national plans, and government provisions to promote the protection and sustainable use of natural resources. The General Law for Ecological Balance and Environmental Protection, published in 1998, defines a framework for the sustainable management, use, and exploitation of wild fauna and flora in Mexico. In addition, the General Wildlife Law directly with wildlife, regulating aspects of conservation and sustainable use. Wildlife faces unprecedented threats. The species' natural habitat has been significantly reduced due to agriculture, mining, and new urban development. 1 million species of plants and animals are threatened with extinction, and the demand for wildlife products is estimated to generate up to 23 billion a year. Every year, about 20,000 elephants are hunted in Africa, and it's believed that there are more tigers in captivity in Asia than in the wild, where only about 3,800 remains.
Causes of illegal wildlife trade. The main driver of illegal wildlife trade is market demand, which in turn is driven by consumer group motivated by different supply, health, social, and cultural values. The underlying driver of this demand is the social status associated with the trafficked products, followed by the medicinal value of many wildlife products.
Opportunity buying is motivated by the desire to own exotic pets, content trophies, and rare plants and animals, as well as the purchase of byproducts in the form of handicrafts and jewelry. Examples of needed are motivated by related social status.
On the other hand, the demand for parts of products from wildlife used both in traditional medicine and in phytotherapy is related to the therapeutic value of these products, despite the fact that their healing properties are lacking. Scientific support others that present potential health risks to those who use them.
Furthermore, this market incentive is very popular due to the low risk associated with this illegal activity. The fact that this illegal trade was previously considered a purely environmental problem means that the measures to prevent wildlife crime are weak.
At the organism level, the first level that clearly demonstrates the powerful and brutal consequence of illegal wildlife trade is on the victimized creators, who are subject to appalling conditions during fishing, transport, and trade. This leads to high levels of injury, spread of disease, and even death. Any process involved in illegal trade compromises the health of the creators that are part of this chain, causing them great suffering.
At the species level, the removal of fauna from its natural habitats has left many of today's Mexican species threatened, endangered, or even extinct. Illegal trade tends to destabilize wild plant and animal populations due to widespread exploitation of juvenile specimens. This puts great pressure on the offspring, reducing the reproductive rate of the entire species. Another consequence of illegal trade that affects the reproductive rate of a species is the ratio of females to mate captures, which can significantly increase the fertility of an entire species. All these factors having significantly affected all of Mexican flora and fauna, increasing the list of endangered species.
All these factors are expressed in a strong social decline, manifested in the separation of values such as solidarity, respect, and dignity of the human person, power, the regulatory framework of the rule of laws and institutions.
Animal traffic is a thing that is not often talked about, and we should start caring more of this because there's a lot of animals in danger of extinction, and this affects the species, the biodiversity, and us in many ways that we don't even know because the animal traffic is not talked about. We need to make change now because little by little we are ending up with our planet, and next generation won't be able to live peacefully in the planet.
Treat animals as you want to be treated.